actually really make a big difference in our business, because if you look at the people that had the biggest growth are the ones who were following the campaigns. People that didn't grow weren't following the growth, or they weren't following what the company already laid out. Okay. Back to the grind. Hey guys, welcome to wealthofmatthew.com. You're watching Millionaire in the Making. You guys just saw some clips of me doing an exercise that I've become very fond of. Every month, not only do I sit down and put together my goals for that month, for the week, for the days, I literally plan it out like that. I also look back over the previous month. Now, I don't look back and try to dwell on my successes or to dwell on maybe some challenges that came up. I look back to learn. And so you saw me drawing on my whiteboard here. I've also used my computer as well to kind of track all the things. And I'm constantly writing things, reviewing my notes, and looking at three things. The first is the good things that happen, the things that we accomplished as an organization. And me being the leader, that's something I take very seriously. I focus on the things we accomplished, but I also focus on the things that we didn't accomplish, maybe the goals that we set out to accomplish that we did not achieve. And I try to identify why we didn't achieve them, what happened or what didn't happen that we were planning on happening, or things that we did not execute. Then the third thing that I look at is what I learned from that exercise, and I write this all down. And I spend some time really trying to put this into perspective for me. Now, I don't dwell on the past at all. If you're dwelling on the past, you're never going to go forward. But you can't go forward without learning from the mistakes of the past. And so I spend time trying to learn from the successes that I've had, as well as the failures that I've had. And guys, what I've learned is that a failure or a setback is never really a failure unless you do two things. Unless you give up, and if you don't learn from that. If you don't learn from a mistake, it's still a failure. Just so you guys know, like, I still count it to be a failure if you didn't learn from it. If you had a challenge that happened to you in your business or in your pursuit, and you still kept going, but you didn't learn from that, chances are you're going to repeat the same mistake again and again and again. And so until you finally realize that that is something you need to stop repeating or stop doing, you're going to sabotage yourself. So again, this is not just an exercise that's just something you say, oh, it's a great thing to do. It literally helps shape the next couple of days, the next couple of weeks, the next couple of months. And for me, it sets up myself in a position of power as I approach a new month as a leader of my organization. So guys, here's what it comes down to, is that you set the tone for your business. You set the tone for your life. But if you're not going to be willing to learn from the successes, learn from the failures, you're never going to really push the envelope and really get to see what you're really capable of. And that's what's so exciting about being an entrepreneur, about growing, about learning, is because God gave us all such incredible talents, but so few of us ever show up to really see what life really has for us because we're so scared to step forward. So I challenge you to not just look at your successes. Don't just review the things that you did well. Review the things that you didn't do well and learn from them, and you'll see your life continue to grow day in and day out. So from Miami Beach, Florida, this is Matthew Harris with this episode of Millionaire in the Making. I hope that it brought value to you. If it did, please feel free to share it with somebody else. This is not just something where I'm just going to sit around and just talk. I really want to have an impact in your life. And if I have impacted your life, please let me know. And for those of you that have let me know, I really appreciate all the kind words and comments, and definitely it keeps me going. But also it's good to know that also this show has added value to your life. So like I always say, I challenge you to dream first and then find a way. God bless everyone.